kata that we were working on, the Soete-tsuki. In this particular one, my opponent is standing around the corner with his sword drawn over his head. As I come around the corner, I see him, and I turn and cut his forearm as I step back, and then pull the sword in and thrust into his midsection, cut my way out, and then step back and throw the blood off. The next one.
The 10th kata is called Shiho-giri, which means four-directional cut.
Okay. In this form, I'm actually being escorted by 4 people, dozo. Okay, and we'll just use 2 in the initial part. Okay, and this camera will be one of the last person that I cut. In this one here, I'm being escorted. As we move forward, this opponent turns and goes for his sword. I come in and strike his hand that's drawing it, and then strike him in the solar plexus. Turn and thrust my sword into this opponent, and then immediately come back and kill this one. I kill this one, and then turn and cut down the last one. Step back and survey the damage. And then leave the scene slowly. The next one.
The 11th kata, Sou-giri, means continuous cutting.
Okay, in this one here, basically it's 5 different cuts, but you're using the same person, dozo. In this one here, you get your opponent to draw and cut by pulling your sword out, and then as he cuts, coming back and deflecting his sword, and then coming in and cutting, either through the head, through his collarbone, underneath the arm, cutting across the hip, or cutting straight down. Those are the 5 cuts in the kata. But it would depend on what was open, what was available to cut. Okay, the last form.
The last kata, Nuki-uchi, means surprise attack.
in this one here, your opponent just draws his sword and cuts at you. And you go out of the way and then return. So it is an evasion. You have to stay close enough for the person to cut just through slowly, John. As he cuts, you want to come back and be close enough to be at risk, but also close enough to come in and cut him. Once your sword has passed, then you're out of danger. Now, the closing etiquette is just as important as the opening. It gives ceremony, and also it gives nobility to the art.
The closing etiquette is similar to the opening etiquette, but in reverse. First, the sword is taken from your obi or your belt, and it's placed in front of you so that you can bow to show respect to the sword. And the sword is taken up. And the bow is made to the shomen, or the front of the dojo or place of practice.
Now, all of these will be done continuously from 1 through 12. And it is just a really good exercise. I'm in my 60th year, and I can rise like smoke and settle like fog. It's really good for your legs and for your butt, your shoulders, your arms. It's really wonderful exercise. If you have any questions, you can email FATV, okay, and ask, and we'll try to answer them for you. Or you can also go to a website, doshikai.org, and that could answer a lot of your questions that you might have. Okay, thank you very much. I want to thank Brian Coffey and John D'Souza for helping me, and I hope to see you again next month. Thank you.